In Condemned 2, you spend a lot of time hitting people around the head with large sticks, so what better a place to see it in action than in some dungeons in Amsterdam. There we were led round the place by this handsome chap, where we saw some creepy statues, skeletons in cages, Leatherface here demonstrated some tools of his trade, and this rather hyperactive woman had a fiddle with some bodies. Anyway, in the game, Ethan Thomas is still hunting an oddly named serial killer in a violent underworld and having to battle some inner demons at the same time. Ben Payne, product manager for the game, tells us more about Ethan's, how shall I put it, little problems.
He was chucked out of SCU, he's got no job, he's taken to drinking very heavily and taking a lot of pills purely to try and rid his mind of what happened during that experience.
And so there's your reason for all that violent hand-to-hand combat.
If you are able to get to grips with the combat early and then take on the opponents without taking any damage, your rage meter fuels. So you can do combos, almost like you're playing sort of WWE, for example, and then that will unleash rage, which will obviously be able for you to inflict more damage, and then finishing moves. You know, the environment is full of places where you can finish guys off, be it putting a guy's head through a TV, throwing him off a balcony, breaking his neck on a toilet bowl. I mean, it's not great, it's not very nice, but, you know, if the guy's going to attack you with a syringe full of drugs, you're going to, you know, protect yourself. So to that end, the combat is great.
And, like the first game, it's pretty creepy.
You know, we've gone through some pants, if you pardon the phrase. It's the sort of game where if you put your headphones on and play it, even with the lights on, and someone will touch your shoulder as they're going past or just hit your cup of tea, you will jump out of your skin. And not many games have that sort of skill. So, yeah, it's a real game to make sure that your heart valves are working properly, I guess.
And you also get to play as a sort of Miss Marple, although you have a beard.
You know, you're trying to figure out how that cop was killed. Where did that body initially lie? Was it supposed to be there? Has it been dragged? And so you're given a number of forensic tools to figure that out, be it blacklight and some anagram tools to use with sort of messages daubed in blood on walls. And you've also got sort of your forensics in your ear. Rosa is back from the first game to help you through. She's one of the few allies Agent Thomas has at SCU, so she helps him figure out what's going on. And then the joy of that is that you can play through the game differently if you get that evidence right or wrong. So if you get it wrong, you're going to have to go and do another dreadful bit of the game before you get to a point which you would have got to directly if you'd figured out the clues better. So it means you're not just on rails, it's not a linear game.
And of course, this one being a sequel to a launch title, it looks a lot better too.
God, it looks great. I mean, it's weird to say that Bloody Fist can look any better than it does on a previous game and stuff, but just that and the environments and the lighting and the sounds, you know, all these things make for a really decent AAA game. So it's something that Sega are very pleased to be involved with.